guys, you can take a show of hands, please. That'd be helpful, and we'll set an embargo towards the end for 10:30 on Sunday evening. Somewhere to start? Yeah, the back.
Yeah. So, Pep, I want to ask you about Omar Marmoush and the chance that he had at the end of the match. It was a decent chance. He basically hit the impact crossbar, but he wasn't really that much lucky. But how do you see him in your tactics? Is he going to be a number 9, or like he's going to play on the wing in the future? Because now Haaland is back from injury.
Well, they can play together. They played this season before the injury from Erling. He's a player like have to move close to the box. The impact has been really good since he arrived, and the impact today was really good. He should have played more minutes because the fact that his creativity, close to the box is really important.
And I'm from Owen FM Egypt, and one last question to you about Marmoush, Pep. How do you see him adapting in life in England? And he came from the German league, which is a different style from the English league. How do you see him?
I think really good. I think he adapted really well with the team. He's well respected, beloved, so he adapted really good.
Thank you. Thanks, Pep.
You're welcome.
Pep, you've been on a good run since the March international break. Are you surprised by what you've seen today? Frustrated, angry?
About?
Today, the performance, the result?
No. The result, of course, so we missed a good opportunity. Today winning, we know that. The defense is so deep. The first half, after 50-20 minutes, I realized we need strikers, wingers especially, to break them, so I didn't expect for so defensive. We could not take the rhythm. Ramsdale take time, every time, and second half was better. Last 30 minutes we had a lot of chances. It's difficult, always is difficult when a team playing that way, long balls, you cannot press, and sometimes when they want to make a build-up, we could regain the balls and make a transition. We have done 2 or 3 with Kevin, Jeremy and Erling. For nothing we could not convert, and yeah, so you have 3 games, 1 FA Cup, 2 games, and until the last, like I didn't expect differently from a month ago, that is fight until the end.
Erling made some comments about maybe a lack of hunger before this game. Is that anything you saw out there today at all, or was it just the frustration of the way Southampton played?
I didn't see the last one. I didn't see that at all. At all. So the team has behaving really, really well. Today we missed that. The cross, the second ball, the one play in the 80-yard box, dribble and shoot. Second balls, the one set pieces, this kind of stuff. We missed a little bit, and unfortunately we could not score a goal that we needed.
Are you still a little bit nervous about top 5?
Sorry?
Are you still a little bit nervous when you look at
I knew that until the end we should fight, yeah.
So you think it's going to go down to the last game?
With the result today, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I was also going to say that Ruben Dias was pretty critical of the way Southampton approached the game.
No.
How are you feeling?
No. Absolutely not. They can do whatever they want. So, for many years here, we faced them in different approaches, and they decide being relegated to play in that way. So we have to. It belongs to us, or it's in our duty to break them. This is what we have to do. So in that terms, it's not. It's many times I play 5 in the back or 6, and the striker go in the 80-yard box, defending our holding midfielder, and that is. There's no space, it's difficult. We had to break in one transition and one creativity and the free kicks and our reactions, and we had the chances. When you review the chances for nothing, we could not score, and it happened. So now is prepare the final, and after with the less time, Bournemouth and next Fulham.
Southampton played in a very different way earlier in the season. Obviously, it was very effective today. The season we've seen 3 promoted teams go up, come down, get relegated. Do you think going forward you're going to face more teams setting up like we saw Southampton today?
I don't know. There are teams, depends on the mentality, the manager, the players, so I don't know. But I would say in the 9 years I'm here, I faced this type of teams a lot of times. So it's not the first time we face that. So it's a question of patience, don't consider transition, be a lot of patience, and of course the quality in the final third. Our players is when you solve that. And today we had the chances, especially in the second half, and we didn't score.
In terms of the way Erling Haaland fitted into the way you've been setting up your team recently, how did you think he did, and how did it fit?
Today it was massively important to have Erling with the team. But we have players in this kind of games. You have to move them, good actions, and bring players in the box. So, and put there for encore crosses and second balls and go there. So, this is the only way, because they don't leave, they don't come up, they don't build up all the time. They precious long balls, they lose, they come back again, they lose, they come back again. 18 players. Sometimes leave second ball, you win the ball, you can run, and after you make, in transition. But it's few opportunities, and that is what I'm saying. Is move them a little bit better. If Doku has 3 players against him, you break a pass to the other player, and that player go attack, shoot, another cross, another action, because we have 4 or 5 players here to go quick, another one. And you need the talent for one player go to shoot the cross, and after the second ball, and shoot again. And we had that chances. We had one action from Savinho could have had control, and one pass from Erling from nothing from Nico, and I don't know, Savinho, Jeremy was there, 2 or 3 actions with a header, and it was the 4 or 5 the pass, the transition, Jeremy to Erling, the control was a little bit long. We had that chances to break them, but unfortunately we could not score. We didn't concede one shot on target, and they didn't do much. Okay, so but the way they play, we have to accept it. It belongs to Simon, to his assistant coaches, and decide to do other things. There's nothing to say. I'm not agree with Ruben, so we have to accept it.
Last one for the embargo, okay?
I bet Erling's first game in 5-6 weeks. Do you think he needs more time to get used to the rhythm of the team again?
Yeah, of course.
Are you confident enough to put him in at the start of winning?
I'll have 1 week to think about it. I don't know. The truth is, I've been 5 weeks off, 6 weeks off. It's not like Phil, for example, like Savinho, like in 2, 3, 4 training sessions, fit. He's a big man and need maybe a little bit more time. But it was really good to play today 97 minutes. I could not expect to play as much. But for the way they're playing, for the, they put the ball there, that we need it.
Just on Marmoush, you made a big impact when he came off the bench. Obviously injuries have played a part here, but I don't think you've started Haaland, De Bruyne and Marmoush in the same game yet. Is that possible to do that? And keep the
yeah, the problem after is to keep the balance, you're right. So the second half I start to different approach defensively, and I didn't like it. I have to change again to bring Bernardo in the middle and Phil outside. So there's a balance, but I didn't know this subject. But just 3 games left, and we'll see what happens. Okay.
Sorry.